Hey guys, how's it going? Hope I find you guys well. Tonight I speak to a very talented Zimbabwean hip-hop artist. He goes by the name of M.U.S.E. It's a very interesting name. What does it mean again? It's got a very interesting explanation as to why he calls himself M.U.S.E. So, yeah. Gonna hear from him today about who he is, what he's all about, and the usual. My name is LadyK. Thanks so much for tuning in. How was your Tuesday? My day could have been better, but alas, we are here. How's everything going with you guys? Are you well? How are your lives treating ya? And do any of you guys have any siblings or kids that went back to school? So I know schools have reopened. So yeah, how was that? The back to school bustle. But then it's a bit different now. It's very different. It's not your usual everyday routine. A lot of things have changed. And yeah. Where am I in the world right now? I am somewhere in Africa. But yeah. Today we're talking to M.U.S.E. I don't know, is it M.U.S.E. or Moose? I'd like to say it's M.U.S.E. or think it's M.U.S.E. Yeah, no, South Africa is open. I'm talking about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe opened up schools yesterday. I know South Africa has been open for a while now. A lot of things in South Africa have literally gone back to normal. Zimbabwe is, following suit bit by bit, But yeah, if your siblings have gone to school, how was it? Were they excited? Were they not excited? Did they not want to go to school? Because this has been a very long holiday. And for some kids, it has been hell being at home because they were so bored and they wanted to see their friends. The usual jazz. So, I speak English. I'm being asked a lot of questions today. I speak English and I speak Shona. This is Zifm Lockdown Live. I do this every Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m., where I speak to different personalities all over Africa about who they are, what they do, and yeah, so forth, Zim closed in March, or was it April? I'm not sure. March. Yeah. Was it end of March? Somewhere along there. I'm not sure, but yeah. But anyway, I'm waiting for my guest for today. He goes by the name of M.U.S.E. He's a Zimbabwean award-winning hip-hop artist. Hopefully we can find out, a little bit more about him. Find out his music. I know he's got a new song out and he seems to be doing very well. So I think it'd be a great opportunity for us just to find out who he is, where he's coming from, and all that other jazz and stuff. But yeah, no, schools are open in Zimbabwe finally. South Africa's been open for a while. Yeah, that's what's basically going on. But okay, let's see if he's online. Okay, he's not online. He's not online as yet. When he does pitch up, we're gonna start this conversation. Thank you so much for following, Jonna. Much appreciated. Thank you for keeping up with LadyK and her chronicles. Yeah, good times, good times. But anyway, what are you guys most looking forward to? I know the world has finally opened up. Clubs are opening, bars are opening. I seen Zim. Everybody's literally going out. There's, it's crazy. Homeschooling is nice when you're 4 siblings. Yeah, I guess it's fun, but I'm assuming you'd also like to meet your friends' friends, you know. Because everybody literally does have friends when they go to school, or some do. And yeah, those, you know, those friends that you have in class, your friends in different neighborhoods, your friends, you know, all over the place. I mean, those are the people that I'm saying that you usually miss when you're not going to school, because when you go to school, you see them. But now you're going to go see them again. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Still waiting for my guest. I usually give my guests about 15-20 minutes. 15-20 minutes. Then if they don't pitch up, oh well. Life must go on. I'd love to add somebody else, but then I'm not sure who you are, so I can't add you. Yeah, I also miss shows. Are you an artist, Jonna? Yeah, I do miss concerts. I would lie. I would love to go to a concert. A festival. The whole jazz. I would definitely like to do something like that. It's been a minute. Live shows have been cool, but it's not the same, you know? Going to show, looking for food, looking for drinks, losing your friends, getting lost in the crowd, or your favorite band or artist starts playing, but you're in the toilet, and the toilet is far. By the time you get back to the stage, your song is done. You know, those stories. Those stories. Those are the stories that we usually miss when things were normal. But there's going to be a hectic new normal. But yeah, there's going to be a really interesting new normal. I don't have my mask. Why would I be wearing a mask? I'm not in public. I'm at home. And I'm talking. And if I was to wear a mask, you wouldn't be able to hear me. You know? Okay, I guess it's finally here. Here we go. M.U.S.E. Is it M.U.S.E?
What's the diggly does it? What's going down?
Okay, you have to turn your volume down.
Bumping that new Tory Lanez. Hold on, let me switch this shit off real quick. Hold on. What up?
Why are you listening to Tory Lanez?
Yo, I don't care what anybody says about Tory Lanez. That guy is a musical genius. He's fire.
Yes, however, he purposely attacked a black woman.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
No
one was there.
So you can't say
exactly. I don't care. So I'm out here. Nah. Hold on right there. I wasn't there. You weren't there. I don't care what happens in that dude's private life. It ain't none of my business. I don't care. I love his music. He's talented.
No.
He's a genius.
He needs to be cancelled. Like,
I agree with that. No, I thought you said he needs to be careful.
no, cancelled. We need to like cancel
Why?
him.
Why?
Because listen, there's no way that Meg Thee Stallion would make it up. Why would she make up a story that he shot her? And why was he arrested then?
At the end of the day, I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's her word against his word, right? He went silent for how long? How long did he go silent for? And not say a word, not say a single word. He was mum. His lips was sealed for like 2 months, not saying nothing. Memes came out. I'm not defending him. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. I'm not out here trying to defend Tory Lane. I'm just giving you another perspective. Because to be honest with you, the way I feel about the Megan Stallion Tory Lanez thing is kind of the same. All right, man. You know what? How you doing, my girl? How you doing? Let's squash that right there. Let's end that right there. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
No, I'm fabulous.
How's your Tuesday going?
Tuesday's great. Tuesday's really, really great. Before I was listening to Tory, I was mixing a few projects. You know, the day was good. I met a lot of interesting people today, and I love meeting people. That's like where I get my energy from, learning from different types of people and whatnot. So yeah, I was very interested with my day today.
Okay. So, how do you say your name? I've been trying to say it. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Is it M.U.S.E? M.U.S.E? How do I say it?
All right. So a lot of people have been like, it's M.U.S.E. They've been throwing like accents on that thing. It's M.U.S.E with a Z. You got to say it with a Z. M.U.S.E.
M.U.S.E. Okay. Cool. Right. Thank you for joining me. So what does M.U.S.E mean?
All right, M.U.S.E stands for Metro Urban Sophisticated Entertainer.
Say that again.
Metro Urban Sophisticated Entertainer.
Where did you even come up with that?
Because I'm Metro, because I'm not from the ghetto. Urban, well, at times I can get a little... Urban, because at times I can get a little ghetto. Sophisticated, because I'm educated. Entertainer, come on now, that's a no-brainer.
Okay, M.U.S.E. So let's go way back. What's your actual name? Like your birth certificate?
Oh, my birth certificate says Peter Chester.
Peter Chester.
Yeah, Peter Chester. P-E-T-E-R.
Okay, cool. So Peter Chester, where were you born?
I was born in Mater Dei Hospital in Bulawayo, 1984, on the 14th of October.
Okay. So, what were you like in primary school? Were you this, like energetic, or were you a quiet little boy?
I don't remember. To be honest with you, I really don't remember. I would like to think that I was extremely curious because I'm a very curious somebody. I like asking questions and I like getting into trouble. In a good and a bad way. I feel like I most likely was one of those guys, and I'm still one of those kind of people that are reserved until I get to know you type of people. I like to kind of hang back until I give you who I really am, because I don't need you to know who I am, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I understand
You get
you.
me? Yeah. That's the way I am.
Okay. High school, were you still in Blue?
I did my primary, I think, up till I was about 6 years old, and then moved to America.
Okay.
And
Where,
then I go
and then
ahead. Sorry to cut you. Go ahead. What are you gonna ask?
when, right, when you moved to America, where did you move to?
I was in Pennsylvania.
What was that like?
It was awesome. I loved it, man. I thought it was fantastic, fan-damn-tastic. In fact, I met a lot of interesting people. I lost my virginity in the States. I didn't lose my virginity in Africa. I lost my virginity in the States. Yeah, let's get on that kind of conversation real quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Um,
yes.
no, go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you
So
off. I ain't gonna cut you off.
so the music. Well, okay, before we get to how you got into music, what kind of music were you listening to? Because now obviously you've like, it's two different environments. You started off in Africa's Blue, Zimbabwe, then you moved to America, Pennsylvania. What kind of music were you then now being directed to, or were you being influenced by?
Dude, my musical taste is very eclectic. It's very open. My ears are open to anything that makes me feel good. That's how I interpret music. I love listening to music that makes me think and makes me feel a certain way. I like listening to music that makes me want to grow as a person, and to answer your question, I was exposed to a lot of music. When I was growing up, I listened to a lot of folk. I listened to a lot of soul and R&B. I listened to a lot of Smokey Robinson, Motown, rock, jazz, blues, a lot of different types of music.
Okay, okay, that's very interesting. So when did you start being interested in wanting to be an artist?
Um, it's an interesting story because, like, when I was in school, I did honors English, and all of my teachers were like, "Dude, you have the gift of the gab. You have pen game." Well, they didn't call it pen game. They were like, "You are very talented when you write," and I was like, maybe I should try it. I was more inclined to instruments as opposed to wanting to be vocal.
Okay,
So it was like a merge between the two, and it was about maybe around like 13, 14 years old. I met up with a friend of mine. He had a little setup, but it was like the original setup where it was like that. You see those microphones that they use in like Parliament and whatnot, those kind of like pencil microphones. He had one of those, and it was like a big ass CPU. And he was like, "Bro, I think you might be able to spit something." And I was like, "All right, let me try something." There's a friend of mine from the neighboring um, school in Williamsport. That was like across a bridge. His name was Low Life. He was a fantastic rapper, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I've read some of your poems. I've read some of your lyrics. Can you like not try and do something with that?" And I was like, "All right, let me try something." And as it came out, it was absolutely trash. Absolutely trash for like a year and a half. It was trash. And despite it being trash, a lot of people that were listening to it were like, "Yo, your voice is really nice. Just, tighten up the screws a little bit." And so I did, and eventually, so like, let's say 13 years old, 12, 13 years old, that's when I decided, no, let me try and be a lyricist.
Okay. So were you still in okay, so when did you get back to Zim? How old were you?
I was 20 years
Okay.
old.
So I'm assuming so after you got that little break, can I say, when you're 13, 14, between then and before you left, what happened to you then in terms of your, I'd like to call it your musical career because you must have done something whilst you were there that it edged you to do more once you got here.
Actually, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't do any.
Really?
I didn't really try and pursue it. I was more on the educational side of things. But when you're a teenager, your parents are like, dude, school, school, hit the books, son, hit the books. So like, I was hitting the books, and but like I said in the beginning of the interview, I'm a very curious person and decided to, let me, see what the darker side of life is all about. And, ended up getting a little bit of trouble and things like that. So I think had I took my love for music and went into it like I am now, I'd be so much farther than I am right now. So much more farther than I am
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So when you eventually came back to Zim, what then happened? What then prompted you to want to now take things seriously?
All right. So like, fast forward, like you're asking me to. I came back after school, after uni, all that. I was with a friend of mine. He was a cab driver. Well, he was. Yeah, he was a cab driver. I'm not so sure what he's doing right now, but he was like, "You got this thing for music." Because we used to listen to a lot of hip hop. We used to listen to like a lot of pop music, a lot of different types of music. And he was like, dude, you know every song that I'm playing. And I was like, well, I grew up with music. And I told him that I rap. And he was like, so rap something. So I busted a little freestyle. And 1, 2, 3 things later, it just so happened that he loved it. And he was like, dude, hold on a minute. 10 minutes later, he had like 10 people around the car, and I was now busting freestyles, and it was crazy. So from then, he was like, dude, you need to find a manager, blah, 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 blah. And I started looking for a manager, and that's basically how it started. That was probably 2010, 2011, 2011, 2010, 2011, somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay, so you got yourself a manager. Obviously, you went to the studio, you started producing stuff. What was your first song that got people talking?
100 bars. 100
Talk
bars.
to me about talk to me about 100 bars. Where did that come up from? Like the title, who produced it? Where were you emotionally when you produced that song? Talk us through it.
Um, I was kind of in the same state that I am like right now. I was super hungry, and I think like now I'm still super hungry, but I'm hungrier for different aspects of the game. But then I was like, man, I need to be known. I need to do something to get my foot in the door, and I need to show off my lyrical capability. So I dropped 100 bars. I wrote that song over about, I think, like 2 weeks. I wrote that song. It took me 2 weeks to write that song. It has no hook. It's 5 minutes, 12 seconds long, just bars on bars on bars. I basically, like with my name, Muse, the other inspiration to my name, Muse, is I take a lot of inspiration from the things around me and
Okay.
what I'm going through at a particular time and a particular phase in my life. So I try to incorporate that as much as possible in and the shit that I do. Sorry for swearing. I don't know if that's allowed or if it's not.
No.
I don't swear in my. No, no what? No, I'm not allowed to swear, or no, I can't swear, or
No,
no, it's
you're not
okay.
allowed to swear.
I apologize. I apologize. So I take myself and I put myself in situations of like maybe like different people or different types of like aspects of life, and I put it all in. So it may not be me talking from my personal perspective. So like with 100 bars, it was like there was a lot of like griminess happening and a lot of people not getting put on for whatever reason. And I was like, man, there are a lot of talented people, but they may not have the voice for it. So I was like, man, let me just say what I'm going to say. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how 100 bars came along. So I said it was half of me and half of the people that didn't have the voice and or the means to get to a microphone to say what they needed to say.
Zim hip hop at the current moment is in a particular place. When you look at it, what place is it at right now?
It's on the come up.
Okay.
It's on the come up. It hasn't popped yet. It has not popped yet. We getting there for sure. We are definitely getting there. I see a lot more females coming into the game. Definitely for sure. A lot of females are now coming into the game, but I feel like the females that are coming into the game are trying to be what they are not. And it's making them look.
Whoa. Explain.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Look, it's the same thing that happened when Zim hip hop started like finally getting a little bit of attention. A lot of people started faking it to make it. And I feel like that is completely unnecessary. I feel like the original talents, there are some really dope original talents when it comes to female rappers in Zimbabwe as a whole. You got your Kikis, you got your Natasha Muses, you got Tasha. Tasha's pretty cool. She's dope. You got your Nova Blacks. Nova Black is very dope, super dope. There are a bunch more. I just don't know their names, but I know I've heard them. And if you were to play a song, I'd be like, yes, I know this song and I know that song. But like the majority want to try and come in on that. I want to try and be like Megan Thee Stallion. I want to try and be like so and so and so and so. They need. I feel like Zim hip hop, all right, as a whole, needs to have its own voice. Zim has its own voice. We do not need to sound like anybody else. We need to be ourselves. And the thing that I hate, I'm gonna tell you the exact thing that I hate. I hated when Nasty C came to Zim and said, I don't know what Zim hip hop is. That was the corniest thing that I've ever heard in my life.
Okay,
how are you gonna tell me? No. How are you gonna tell me that you don't know what Zim hip hop is, and then you're gonna put Takura on the record?
Here's the thing, right? I disagree on that statement.
How?
Because here's the thing.
Let me hear you.
Zimbabwean hip hop artists, right? If you want to be seen, if you want to be heard, your music has to be out there. Do you know how hard it is to find Zim hip hop? 1. 2, it is not his fault that nobody has made enough noise that it got onto his radar. I speak to a lot of artists here in South Africa. I speak to A&R managers.
All right, cool. I hear you. I got a question for you after you're done. All right.
And
come on.
All of the
Freshie, what's up?
I always ask them, so which Zim hip hop artist do you know? Out of 10, 8 will have said Takura. Only.
Great. Great. Okay, I hear
And
you.
the
I
thing
hear you.
is,
I hear you.
it's not their fault. It's not their
No,
fault.
it's not.
It's your
I'm not
fault.
saying. I'm not saying.
It's your
Nobody's
fault.
saying it's their
So
fault.
how is it corny when
Look, check it
Nasty
out.
C
Peep
says,
game.
I don't know
Peep
any.
game.
None of you have blood.
Peep game. I'm a lead you in. My network tripping. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I need to plug my phone in. Hold on a sec. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. Hold on. Can you hear me, so? We going hands free a little bit. Hold on a sec. Can you hear me, so?
I can hear you.
You got me? All right. So, all right, look. This is what I've been saying for like the last 6 months. The last 6 months I've been saying it popping in Zim. Yes, we are talented. Yes, we all got our own different individual voices. Yes, we've got talent out the wazoo. We got talent out the wazoo. For sure, for sure. From the female to the male perspective. And we can penetrate genres. But look at it like this. The reason why you've got major artists popping off right now in Zim. Pinwheel. Are you getting a pinwheel on your?
No. Keep talking. I can hear you.
I'm getting one of these things going on my screen. I don't know if it's my connection or whatever. But anyway, the reason why I feel that is happening is because artists get to that level because there's little behind them. Let me just say, they have so much money behind them that it's hard to ignore them.
Okay.
Now, if those same talented individuals that we are talking about, like your Natashas and your whoever's and whoever's and whoever's and whoever's, were given the same amount of capital on an even keel, do you not think that they would also be in the radar of such likes of Caspers and Nasties and AKA? Of course they would. When is Zim Hip Hop gonna get the financial backing that it should get? I still feel like, okay, the financial backers of music as a whole in Zim see Zim Hip Hop as kind of like a joke. They're like, oh, all right, well, Zim Hip Hop really ain't that profitable for us. We got one or two or three, four acts that can, represent us, but not as a whole. Thank God for platforms like Shoko Festival that get to showcase talents that don't have that financial backing, and thank God for Empower that came through from Niger and got to put on cats like Union 5 and different cats that do hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I really wish that there would be a financial backer that would say, all right, man, I got $10 million. I want to pick out 100 artists and put them on a major platform. That's what I wish would happen for Zim Hip Hop. It's not that Zim Hip Hop does not have the talent to get into the radar of the likes of Nasty C and the rest of them. It's just that they're not doing it. Why is that? Maybe you can answer that question.
Yes, I actually can.
All right, let me hear it.
Zimbabwean hip hop artists feel that they're very entitled. They feel that things should be handled.
I agree with that. But not all of them, though.
Handed to them on a silver platter to work. You can be a dentist. You can be a photographer. You can be a fashion designer. For you to make any noise or for you to...
Shit.
that time. Okay, you can just be very. Two, if you grind hard and suck up, but the problem is two whiners. Oh no, this is why it's like this. Why is this person always being played? Like I get the one question all the time.
All right, all right. I hear you. Yeah. Okay, I can agree with that because
Only
at
being
one
played.
stage I felt that way. You're breaking up. I'm not seeing you too clearly more.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Hold on. Let me just move real quick. Let me move real fast. All right. Yeah, I got you.
But from trying to be entitled and being whiners and start putting in things will be.
I get that, but
At the end of the day, it's not, I'm nobody's manager. It's not radio's job to make you famous. It doesn't work like that. Nasty C
I feel
was
you.
making videos with
I
his
feel you
phone
on that one.
on sometimes it can take you 10 days. You just will show eventually. Do you know what I mean? So on and on and on. I brought you here to speak about you.
Yeah. I hear what you were saying, and you have some really valid points because, like, in the beginning, for me, to be honest, I also had that sense of entitlement. Like, man, I'm dope, man. Why is nobody bumping my things, and why is no? And then I had to take a step back and say,
Yeah.
all right, let me now put the work in. Recognize, but like a lot of guys are doing the work and being very silent and are not getting the recognition for doing the work
Keep working.
because of the reason that I really feel like capital has a lot to do with it. Capital got a lot of, because capital at the end of the day, capital's got a lot to do with a lot of things, man. Just be honest. Let's be honest. If you've got enough capital, Lady K, LK, sis, my girl, my sister, capital, you can do anything. You can put the correct pieces in front of you and the correct pieces around you in order to put yourself on a platform which is going to get noticed, irregardless of your talent or not. That's my point. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get back to M.U.S.E. What's up?
Right. Okay. So after 100 bars,
after 100 bars, I dropped my first album, The Artist. Everybody calls me M.U.S.E, the artist. But my name is not M.U.S.E. The artist is just my social media handle because it was so popular with everybody. They were like, hey, M.U.S.E, the artist, M.U.S.E, the artist. Is actually the title of my first joint. My first 15-track full-length album. Yeah.
how was the reception? How did people receive it?
I launched it live with a live band. I think I was the second hip hop act to do it in Bulawayo. I was the second hip hop act to do a live band in Bulawayo. I think the first was Calvin. I'm not 100% sure on that. There might have been a couple of more before me, but that's what I know. It was the theater that we booked had like 300 and some odd seats. We did something like 80 seats for my first album, An Unknown Act, but I marketed it really well. That's what I did. I marketed for like, I think 2 months prior to the event, and I think there's where your point is. I was putting the work in to get noticed. You understand what I'm saying? I was doing the flyers, I was doing the Facebook, I was doing the Insta, I was doing the Twitter. I was doing all the work. Yeah, it was well. For me, it was a win. It was a W.
Okay, okay. So after that, what did happen with you?
After external features, and I bumped into MC Cheetah's music, who now calls himself Yana Jones. We linked up on social media. Excuse me. We linked up on social media. We talked for a little while. I told him, look, I got a concept for a song. Are you game? And to my surprise,
yes,
he was like, man, I know who you are. I see you've been doing a lot of work and blah, blah, blah. I see you on Twitter and stuff like that. And I was like, you see, what? What? Because I know MC Cheetah from The Fix before you were there. Or I don't know if you were like an intern at the time or whatnot, but that's how I knew MC Cheetah. And I was like, man, if I could do a feature with this cat, man, it's gonna be litty. And I hit him up. He ghosted me a couple times, and then Zim Hip Hop Awards 2017 rolled up. This was about 2016, end of 2016 into 2017. The Hip Hop Awards rolled up to Skies, and I saw him. I was like, bro, I've been hitting you up like crazy. What's up? What's going on? Let's do the Diggly Does It. And he was like, all right, throw me the joint. Let me hear what you got. And Benchmark came along. And for me, I kind of feel like the rest was history, man. I started dropping projects after that like crazy based off of that. And I started doing, that opened my doors to H-Town. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe
if it wasn't for him, I feel like if I had never done that collabo, I would never have met you. Honestly speaking.
Okay. Do you believe in the whole? There's a lot of debacle on Twitter about the two cities, Harare, Bulawayo, how a certain city has more coverage of Zim hip hop artists than the other. Do you think that's true, or
Sky City is the home? Sky City is the home of arts, and that whole talk.
Basically,
man, I really don't, man. I feel like both. I feel like that's a New York, California kind of thing. We both carry the flame. We both carry the flame very, very well. That's where I'm gonna end that. I'm not gonna continue. I feel like we both carry the flame extremely well. Extremely well. We hold that torch up very high, both of us. We have H-Town has crazy lyricists, crazy, insane lyricists, and so does Sky City. I feel like we're both on an even keel when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, if I didn't feel that way, I wasn't gonna reach out to H-Town. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel, and I feel like a lot of artists should not have to want to reach out to H-Town. I think artists should want to reach out to different artists because they want to expand their repertoires. Let me hit you with some big English. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit you. That's the way I feel about collaboration. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, that's really the only real reason why a cat from Sky City should want to work with a cat from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Because that cat from H-Town can up their game. You know, put them on their toes. Not because H-Town is better than Sky City or H-Town is better, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. I think we're on an even keel, right round the board, straight across the board. I think we both do. Believe it like that. Stop poking the bear, girl. Stop poking the bear.
All right, so 2020, we had COVID. A lot of hectic things happened. What was happening with you? I know you released kind of a few things. What's been happening with you? How's it going?
For me, man, 2020 has been a time to reflect. As you noticed, this year I did not drop a lot of projects like I've been doing in the past. I always drop at least like 10 projects or something crazy like that. This year I decided to learn how to grow as an artist. So I decided this year it was time for me to reach out to my female demographic. I did I'm Done, and I Want It. I'm Done was more of a more romantic side of me, more of I want you to be with me, I want to be with you, I don't want to be played by you, I know you're trying to play me, that kind of thing. And then I'm Done was more like an evolution of that into all right, I'm done with that kind of romantic thing. It's time to have fun now. Let me start, you know, getting into the real thing with these ladies. Let me show them that I can also be sexy. Let me show them I can also, you know, be a little bit explicit without having to be explicit, but I can show you I can be explicit, if you feel what I'm saying. Yeah. So 2020 has been more of a year of growth for me. Trying to be a better artist. I'm trying to dig into the different facets of who M.U.S.E is. That's what I want to be. Yeah, I want to be a better artist. I want to be a huge artist. And the only way I'm going to be a huge artist is if I try and dig into those corners that I was originally afraid to be in, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay, no, I hear you. I hear you. So things are finally getting back to normal, slowly but surely. Can we expect you to be performing anywhere anytime soon?
Yeah, last year I did M.U.S.E Live. It was like my first solo. Well, not well. All right, I had the artist launch, which was in 2017. It was me dropping an album, and then I decided, last year I was like, all right, let me do a concert. Let me do a M.U.S.E concert. Let me see who are my fan base. And so I booked 60 seats, and I filled 40 seats, which was a win. It wasn't a complete win because I didn't get the whole 60 like I wanted, but I got 40 seats. So I'm going to do the same thing again this year. I'm going to bring in another act. Like this year, I'm doing a lot of production. I'm working. I don't know if I should say it. I might have to. I'm working on Zimbiana Jones's production this year. So watch out for some stuff from me on that level, but I'm also going to be doing another M.U.S.E Live, which is probably going to be in December, probably a little bit after the Zim Hip Hop Awards. Yeah, I feel like, but I'm going to do it like on live. I'm going to do it social media wise. I'm probably going to book maybe 50 seats or maybe 60 seats again. I might perform this weekend if I'm lucky, or maybe next weekend. I'm still talking to the organizers. I will definitely let you know so that you can tune in. For sure, for sure.
The Zim Hip Hop Awards are coming up. Are you going to be submitting anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be submitting my latest track, I Want It. And if you haven't seen it, I need to know. Have you seen the video?
I Want It.
Yes, I want it.
Yes,
Have
I
you
have.
not seen the video? Are you kidding me?
I've seen it. The girl with the nice
Are you
bum.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Who in Zim hip hop has ever done that? Ever? Yes, we see the girls twerking, we see the wow, we see the performances, we see the guys showing off their bling and whatnot, but who shows the lady as the leading actress in their video and makes it an entire movie? Who does that? I do.
M.U.S.E does.
I do that. I think I'm the first that has ever done it. And yes, there was that Zim dance hall track that dropped on the same day where the guy was doing his wah 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 wah. But there's a difference between trash and class. If you feel what I'm saying to you, I'm not downplaying him, but I'm not downplaying him. But the thing is, the thing that I feel about his video, I watched a little bit of it. I feel like he was just being dirty about it. You know what I'm saying? He could have made his lady a lot more sexier. You know what I'm saying? He could have made her beautiful. He could have made her like, angelic and that kind of thing, the way that I did. And I haven't seen a video in Zim for as long as I can remember that did what I did, and I feel that's the only reason why I'm gonna submit it for the awards.
M.U.S.E, I love
That
you.
is what it is.
Thank you for joining me today. This has been fun.
You're my sister. And if I do not get to speak to you on your birthday, I'm gonna say it right now. Happy birthday. So you can't come back and be like, oh, M.U.S.E forgot my birthday, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I ain't trying to hear that mess. Not at all.
Okay,
I love you.
thank you very much.
Anyway, how's S.A? Tell me about S.A. What's going on down there?
It's good. It's alright. Miss home. I should be coming home soon, so I'll give you a shout when I get back.
Borders open on the 1st. I hope I hear from you on like the 2nd or the 3rd. Like, I'm here. I'm here. What's up? Drinks are on me when you're around. I hope so.
Okay, Beast, thank you so much for joining me. Looking forward to hearing from you again. If there's anything, just let me know, and yeah, we can have a talk.
Yeah, I'm always talking to you, my sis. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. I did the work. I get access to you because I did the work.
Yes, there you go. You know.
Oh, and what about this dude that was telling everybody? I saw your tweet the other day about you. What did the dude say to you that you're not about your grind, or you're not about what you're not serious about your thing? What is that about? What was that about? I did not enjoy that tweet at all.
Which tweet? Okay, send it to me.
I wish I could send like a screenshot right now. I was not impressed by that tweet. You a boss. You a queen in what you do.
Oh, this dude, the person who said the couldn't I'm still doing these Instagram lives. Like, do you know who I am though?
Yeah, I was very upset about that. You a queen boss out here. All right, sis. You be easy. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. I miss you. I can't wait till you come back.
Thank you so much, M.U.S.E. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Wow. That was so much fun. M.U.S.E, thank you so much for joining me. Please do make sure you go follow him on all social media platforms. That is M.U.S.E the artist on Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. Go watch his video. It's called I Want It. It's a very beautiful video. As for me, LadyK, thanks so much for tuning in. You can catch me tomorrow, same time, same place, where I speak to amazing African personalities and they tell us their great African stories. As for me, have yourself a fantastic night. Good night, and God bless. Bye.